Hello, welcome back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting in 1890, Mare Nostrum. The war is over. The war with Austria-Hungary has finished. I accepted whatever terms they were willing to give me, and in the process I lost one of the Kite-class aircraft carriers that we never actually got to use during the war because we were blockaded, I guess. Or I don't know. Not really sure why we didn't actually get a real battle during all of that. Maybe it was the lack of battleships. I might have to build a battleship or something just to draw that kind of fleet battle. But not right now, because we are pretty short on budget at the moment. We got some ships that are being built, these Leon class. They'll be done here in a few months. The Peregrines, they'll be done here in just a couple of months as well, so that'll free up some money. So we could look into building like one, maybe two battleships. Maybe we could look into building like a new heavy cruiser to take over the Bolzano because the Bolzano is very old. 1929. It is 63 years old. It'll probably be like 65 or more years old. No, sorry, 30 so 30 some years old by the time we actually get the new replacement built for it. And then we have the Centauros, which are due for refits here soon. So we have a lot of just stuff we have to do. And yep, that's really about it. So we're going to hopefully get some tension going up here. Tension's going to keep going down due to the recent war. And in the meantime, we're going to try to get some budget as well with the tension. So we'll see how that goes. So let's start the game. Also, I'd like to say, let's see. Let's do budget plus tension. We don't really need an ally at the moment because allies never really seem to work out for us anyhow. The Brits and the Germans are still fighting. Britain loses 2 light cruisers in exchange for 3 light cruisers in exchange for 1 German light cruiser. So there's some money. Okay. Peregrine. Actually, we could probably let the Centauros go rather than refitting them. So how would we do that? We would we'd retire the Centauros, so let's scrap those. Yes. And then we move the Kite class to Division 6. And we put the Peregrine class in Division 5. We need to work out their air group. So let's do auto aircraft. I don't see a special squadron, so let's disband that one. Disband that one. We'll change the role on the jet attack to be night capable. Night capable. And the same for the heavy jet fighter. And now we're going to add an air unit. Let's do a special squadron. There we go. 15 of those. And then we will just copy that and do that. So that gives us 30 heavy jets and 45 jet attack. I don't know if that's enough. So that gives us, let's see, that's 30, 60, 90. I don't know if that's enough fighters for a cap. Maybe the next Peregrine that pops out will do 30 jet attack and 45 heavy jets. All right. let's um let's start designing our foreign station heavy cruiser. Here we go. Jeez, that's gigantic. We don't need anything even close to that big. We'll drop it down to like 13,000 tons. The speed doesn't need to be that fast. We'll do 30. The deck doesn't need to be that big. In fact, we'll go down an inch and a half on deck. Let's see, the guns are gigantic. We'll drop them down to 9-inch, which is quality 1, and they're quad turrets. So we'll actually decrease the number of guns. We're still pretty heavy. What do we got going on here? Oh, look at all the missiles. That's why. Well, it's part of the reason. We're still really heavy. Is it the speed? The speed is part of it. What if we had it on 28? And 28 helps. We'll probably still have to increase, well, the belt. The belt is a large portion of that. We'll go down to a 4-inch belt. What do we need? We don't need a scout. We really just need some missiles on here. So we'll add a light SAM, aft center line, I guess, with 2 tubes. And we'll add 2 heavy SSMs, 2 tubes each. We'll go the forward wings, bada bing, bada boom. We'll edit the reloads, give them 30 for the SAMs, and the 2 reloads. There we go. And that pretty much sorts us out. I mean, we'll do a 2-inch extended belt, and maybe we can go up to a 4.5 on that. There we go. So let's just do 4.5 on the main belt, which isn't a lot. It's really not, and it's fairly slow at 28 knots, and it doesn't have all the torpedo protection it could have. But we're not trying to like make this thing gold plated or anything. We're just really trying to. We just need a foreign station ship. This thing doesn't really ever fight, so it doesn't. I guess it doesn't even matter about the belt that much. We can go down to a 4-inch belt and give it some more secondary guns, so it has a little bit more heavy AA factor. And then do that, and maybe we can decrease the displacement. We cannot do that. The Pisa class. You know what? This is fine. It's fine. It's kind of affordable. We could do a couple of these. Although we don't need to do a couple of these, we'll just do one. Save and finish. Let's go another month. Okie dokie. Oh, nice. Reduce our budget. That's what we needed. Cool. Every time we get a little bit of budget, they just strip it away from us. Oh, that's so frustrating. Like, what's with our government? We have a limited democracy. I don't know. Oh, well. So air groups, let's copy this one and we'll paste it onto this one. And we will change the role to heavy jet fighters for one of the attack squadrons. There we go. And then, and then, let's see here. We got a couple new destroyers. So let's assign them to any divisions that have been weakened. So we 4, there's that one there. And 4s, so it goes into division 12. Cool. Meanwhile, we could probably use a few more submarines. So let's build another 10 of those. And let's design a battleship. Like, it feels really weird to try to design a battleship this late in the game. How do we even save space? We could go with 3 torpedo protection. That hardly does anything. Let's clear out all these missiles. We'll add in light SAMs on the aft and aft center line. Edit reloads to carry 30. We will add heavy SSMs to the wings. We will edit the reloads. We will add SSMs to these wings with 3 tubes. And that brings the weight down quite a lot. We still haven't developed a Sea Whiz. Okay, now we're over on our topside capacity. Let's get rid of the helipad and the aircraft. We really don't need those. Ammunition, we'll go with 100 rounds of 15-inch ammo. More than 8, yeah, more than 8 radar-directed mediums is unnecessary, so we'll drop that down by 1. We could do 3-inch auto-loaded tertiaries. And that's probably fine. We've got a nice amount of deck armor. We can probably get down to 5 inches of deck, because we're not really dealing with plunging fire so much anymore as we are missiles. And let's strip away some of the displacement to try to save some money. There we go, 42,500 tons. That's still really heavy. It's a lot heavier than I hoped for, but we'll take what we got here, I guess. Topside exceeded. So we'll strip off a couple of the light AA guns. Bada bing, bada boom. It has a good amount of heavy AA. It has some SSMs. It has some SAMs. It's expensive. It's 4,600 per month. It's 200,000 total. It's going to take a little bit less than 4 years, I guess, to build. We've got a 29 knots. That saves a lot of space, doesn't it? So we're currently at 46. That saves us about 8,000 on the build in total by going down to 29 knots, which I'm okay with. It's a battleship. It's not meant to be super speedy. So yeah, we'll take this. Suggest a name. The Roma. The Roma will be fine. And we could maybe build 2 of these over time. We want to have one. At least we want to have one so we get the battles. Yep, this will do. And we're over on the top side again, so we just strip off a couple more light AA types. There we go. So we got a couple turns. 15 additional destroyers. We can't afford it. Let's lose budget and prestige. We lost 2 points of prestige, and now we're into the negative budget, so we can't even really build the battleship anymore. Okie dokie. Here's a new light cruiser from the U.S. 7,100 tons, 32 knots. Pretty standard. Pretty standard. Some heavy SSM, some medium SAMs. Here's a Spanish heavy cruiser being built. It's kind of comparable to what we're building for our foreign station ship, although theirs is bigger and better. But they're probably also not fighting against a hostile government that's stripping away money like at every opportunity. Yeah, we can't even build the Pisa. Oh, that's not good. We can't do anything that we're working on right now. They've just taken away like our budget to the. Like, we're just bones. Nothing left. Sure, let's do a new heavy jet fighter. We want firepower and speed. Let's do speed. Ay caramba, we are just like we are hurting for budget. Right, we're going to assign these to Division 12, I suppose. Oh, hang on, Division 9 only has one ship in it, so there you go. And we also need to rebuild these to our 1960 standard. Nope, we don't want lower tension, we want higher tension. Although that's one of my favorite events too. Bummer. Nope, no building right now. We don't have any money. No money. Medium SSM and increased missile hit rate. Okie dokie. Let's assign this to the 5th Division. So we have 3 modern carriers. We probably have the smallest fleet in the world. We do. By far. I mean, look at our budget. We have somehow Spain has like half our budget, but their fleet is still bigger than ours. But the US has a budget of 1.5 million. They have a budget 3 times bigger than ours. Ay caramba. Oh, look at that. Germany won the war. Ooh. Let's give up a prestige to try to get some budget. That flipped our monthly balance a little bit, but I can't afford to start building anything right now because they're so likely to strip it away. Let's do tension and budget, please. Didn't give us the yellow tension yet. It barely had an effect on our budget. Let's do budget, prestige, tension. I would normally do the highway for long-term economic development, but in this case, We're so close to the end of the game. There's the yellow tension. It barely did anything to our budget. Look at that. It's not doing anything. Well, tension's reduced. Okay, well, maybe we can start building the heavy cruiser. Okie dokie. Let's denounce Austria-Hungary. Hopefully get some budget out of that. We're at 548 for the yearly budget, and it didn't get any. I don't think we got any tension either. There we go. There's been an uprising in an African country, so let's send out a battleship that we don't have for budget, prestige, and double tension. Oh, look at that. It shot up with France. Okay, well, it's not great because we don't want to go to war with France right now. They don't have any allies, but we'd be instantly blockaded. But hey, we get some monthly balance at least. Maybe once these submarines are finished, we could consider starting our one battleship. So here is the newest British light carrier, 15,000 tons, just very economical, I suppose. It's not particularly fast at 27 knots, and it holds 29 aircraft. It's enough for like, you know, a squadron each of fighters and attack. Okay. Tension really shot up there. Good. We kind of need it up. Dockyards are closing. So double reduction with Austria, double reduction with France. At least we're still in the yellow. Keep it rolling, baby. Oh, we stole improved electronic warfare tactics from the USA. We get increased missile hit rate. Research. Improved EW tactics. Here it is. Improves ECM and jamming capabilities. That's pretty cool. We need that. New heavy jet fighter prototype. Here we go. Boy, look at the speed increase. 400 knots of speed. The range goes up or down, whatever. And the firepower goes up quite a lot. So I do like this one here that has the best statistics on it. The heavy bomb load goes up too. Um, it is like it's in the middle as far as the range. So we're going to lose some range. But we gain 4 points of firepower, we gain 2 points of maneuverability, and we lose one toughness. We're like we're 400 knots faster. We'll take it. Okay. All right, we're like about 25 minutes in, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here. This is a depressing situation that we're in here, but we just need to stick it out to the end. Hopefully, we can survive. If we get into another war with like France, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble because we'll just be insta blockaded. Although they don't have many submarines, which is encouraging. All right. Yep, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this uh, beating down of the Italian Navy by its own government. But appreciate you being here. and I will see you next time.